are not alone. We are not alone.
I'm going to talk in English because the next activist that's going to come here is called Esteban, and his Danish is terrible. And we hurried because Esteban just exited his own courtroom for a similar case, but I'll let him explain.
I'm really happy to hear that our comrades they're not going to go to jail, so this is a victory of sorts as well. I think we must keep fighting even in these times of hopelessness. You know, I come from Argentina, where you don't have a choice. In the global south, you don't have a choice to get burned out and get depressed. You have to fight for your survival. And we need you to do the same, because the companies that are killing us are based right here. And you have so much power. You have so much power here in Denmark, this really comfortable, rich country, small country. And I was just prosecuted by Total. I was part of an action at the end of 2021 where we occupied their Scandinavian headquarters right here in Copenhagen. It's such an important action. Our comrades of the Global South were so proud. You know, for anyone in Latin America or in Africa that has destroyed their lives by Total through the EACOP, the militarization of Mozambique, the fracking causing leukemia in our children in Vaca Muerta, we could not even dream to have a chance to occupy the headquarters of these companies in Europe. So your help is extremely important, and thank you, and we need you to keep fighting with us. And you know, for some reason, out of the 20 or 30 activists that occupy this building, they decided to single me out for prosecution. I was the only one from the Global South, and also I was the only one who we decided to go to the highest top of the building because we thought that's where the big fish are. Yeah, that we must find some executives. And guess who came out? It was the CEO. The Danish chair, whose name is Martin.
Rune Pedersen.
Okay, can we all repeat his name so everyone knows? Martin Rune Pedersen. Please remember that name, because this guy is the highest authority in Denmark for Total, where Total is the largest fossil fuel company, doing a lot of bad things in the North Sea and conducting a lot of criminal operations in the Global South. But this guy is really efficient and really good at greenwashing. And he's telling all over the media and every event he goes that Total is part of the solution. And he's trying to tell the Danish people that they are your friends. We were at the Bornholmer Island last year as well. And I didn't know that it was him, but there was an event with the Copenhagen University, greenwashing Total, in a panel where they were discussing their false solutions, including carbon capture and storage. And we confronted them, we staged a walkout. So it's clear that this guy has a few reasons to hate me and the rest of us that are really exposing their lives. So all I want to ask, because I don't live here, I live in Berlin right now, but is that you remember that name, and that when he goes to the next greenwashing events that he's going all the time, keep it up, keep up the pressure, expose their lies, expose their crimes, because you cannot allow this man to tell you one story here and to be one of the largest climate criminals, for Total to be one of the largest climate criminals the world has ever known. And so briefly, I just want to say one last thing. Who is behind Total? The financial powers that are behind Total are the same financial powers behind all of these fossil companies. BlackRock, Vanguard, the banks, the Davos 1% richest part of the world. Their carbon footprint, they have emitted twice as much emissions as the bottom 50%, the poorest 50% of the world. These are the real climate villains. This is where the climate crisis comes from. And I really want to say, because I see this very dangerous path in Europe, where the climate activists are getting antagonized from the workers. And the workers feel that they are the target of the climate activists and they're beginning to hate us. This is turning us in the future, it's going to turn us into the scapegoats of the fascist forces that are rising. And we cannot allow that to happen. We have to be smarter than that. We must understand that this is a fight of the workers. The climate fight belongs to the workers. It's a fight. There's no climate justice without social justice. All all the right, and maybe in Denmark you're still in time to do that. In Germany already a lot of the working class people, the rural communities, they begin to hate the climate activists. Maybe here it's not so bad, so you can take action before it gets like that. But all the rights we enjoy today, they come from the worker struggles that gave us the social rights we have. They are the champions of social change. And I know here the unions might be conservative and whatever you like, but that's where the real power lies for change in society. The climate activists need to understand that we are not going to be necessarily the protagonists of this fight. Our job should be to speed up for the climate, for the labor unions to take up this fight, because that's the only way we can win it, with an international workers' movement connected with the indigenous, feminist, climate and environmental movements of the world. So, lastly, that's where all of the world population, 99%, is represented by these people. And we need to come together to confront the real culprits of the climate crisis. Total has known since 1971. Last year there was a report revealing that Total has known since 1971 of the climate impact of their operations. And rather than taking corrective action, they have used their power to finance fake information and to undermine the science. Just like the tobacco companies, the same blueprint that the tobacco companies followed in the 50s and 60s. Yeah? So Total and BlackRock and the financial powers behind them are all working together. We must come together and really target the villains that are Total, BlackRock, the financial and corporate power that concentrates all the influence. And that's why our governments don't govern for you. They govern for them. We'll only make them govern for us when we can all come together. So let's waste no time, because time is running out. Thank you.